Hey, hi, hello. Fun fact before we started stream, this was pretty wild. So right before I started stream, I was reminded, hey, you need to edit Scrollcrest to actually be inside the stream. So I went to do that with the cat that Scrollcrest used to be, and they didn't exist in the game. And that's when I realized, like, 20 cats were missing, or less than 20 cats, but like a good chunk of cats was missing. um so I eventually figured out that the game kind of thanos snapped the IDs of the cats that were missing, but they still existed in the code, so I just had to add the IDs back in the clan code. But, yeah, I don't know how that happened. I've been noticing the game is kind of glitchy lately. Like, minor stuff, but that's not pretty minor. Yeah, like a third of the clan poofed. That was me opening my, ginger ale. Hydrate before you dehydrate, like all the cats that Thanos snapped. Also, when checking which cat was the first to just get the ID poofed, it was everyone that existed from hair paw down, like timeline-wise. So that was painful. Anyway, I fixed it. So let's just time skip and see what happens. I immediately see births and deaths. Calamari and Air Dancer have become mates. Borage has died recently, the rogue, which means that doesn't really affect anything, and I will tell you that Borage the rogue did die this year, but later, of old age. I will remember to mediate those. Sparklemore has recovered from yellow cough. Tulip Speckle came out as trans. Hello. You are a trans girl. Congratulations. Tree Holly has a running nose. Slate Tail is healed from his bite wound. Oh! Well, Scrollcrest is a single parent now. Brindle Noise, Koala, Tree Holly, and Slate Tail are killed in a badger attack. I think I forgot to edit Slate Tail as the parent to Blue Kit. I'll do it later. That's sad. Cursed deer because of the Thanos snap. Eclipse Paw has a running nose. Blue Paw remains calm as he touches noses with Lark Snarf, but his twitching tail gives him away how excited he really is. Crag keeps asking cats to repeat themselves. It's clear that something about her hearing is weak and unreliable. You have partial hearing loss. Yeah, Raven is also a single parent. Glade Kid is glad that her stomach ache is finally gone. And then woke up with a splitting headache and couldn't get out of her nest. Spent the entire day curled up trying to avoid light and noise. Oh. Ravenclaw is grieving of Koala. Frozen Kit is also grieving Koala. Slipdon tries to put on a brave face for her clanmates, but as she speaks about Slate Tail, her voice wavers. Oh. Snapfist will open up the Slate Tail more than almost any other cat. Scrollcrest bends over the body of her beloved, wailing her despair into Slate Tail's fur. There's ads right now. This is a horrible time for ads. They then pronouns right now. Sparklemore unfurled, are particularly shaken by the grief. Rest in peace, Brindle Noise, Koala, Tree Holly, and Slate Tail. gas station, you got a cutesy anime ad for ice cream. Okay. While Star speaking about what to say at the gathering, Air Dancer finds Thunder annoying. Timmy is checking up on the warriors. Mantis Breeze spent a long time grooving Tree Holly's fur for their vigil. Sad. Wild Beam is reevaluating her morals. This was mass extinction in-game. Calypso wonders how his old kitty pet friends are doing. I forgot to double check who hates each other in this clan. Do you hate Holly because in an AU run you killed Holly? You do dislike a bit, so I'm gonna get rid of that just in case. Magpie Freckle feels the sense of dread. Again, I kind of forgot to check who, like... That's a decent dislike. Let's try to mediate that. I kind of forgot to check what the giant dislikes were before I streamed, because I got very distracted by the whole a third of the clan was missing. Siltpaw tries to recite the warrior code from memory. Interesting. We can try to fix this. Okay. Raven is hoping she finds an opportunity to slip back into her nest. You are 134 moons old, you just lost your mate, and you're a single parent. Cloudspots missed the catch and is sulking over it. You also should retire. Thunder sang a song in memory of Brindle Noise at the vigil. I'm doing good. I got out of talking to a salesman by telling him that I was under 18, even though I'm not. Oliver saw a yappy little dog. Calamari tries to set a good example for younger cats. You have also become mates with Air Dancer. Sparklemore had a nightmare involving a two-leg trap. Slipdawn tries to set a good example for younger cats. Rockyfelt does his best to console his clanmates about Koala's death. And you have a girlfriend now, because Tulip is trans. Big Storm is being admired by many clanmates for her recent feats. Snapfizzle is fetching Slatetail for another cat that was looking for him. Well, I have bad news for you, buddy. Garlic Fall sang a song in memory of Brindle Noise at the vigil. Sad. Set Dusk will always makes a plan before launching into action. Frold is fetching Big Storm for another cat that was looking for her. Pepper Patch is sparring with some clanmates. Do you have any crushes? You like Calamari, you like Big Storm. You like Barkstorm. You like Timmy. And you dislike Calypso. You also like Mantis Breeze. You like a lot of cats. Yes, all the clans have the ability to roll Snarf. Branch Muzzle doesn't think she will ever be the same without Slatetail. I am sad. Echostone has been on edge watching the camp entrance all day. Tulip Speckle is looking forward to finding more prey. Vervangpaw got distracted quite a bit today. Give me a second. I'm realizing I still have Critta open. So I'm just gonna close that real quick before I accidentally open that and reveal a spoiler. Hollyleaf gets an injured clanmate a piece of fresh kill. Larksnarf takes the fresh kill Twigbark was saving specifically because he was saving it. Sibling behavior. Also fitting for Snarf. Tumbleram smells like he may have rolled in catmint recently. Yeah, there's a Hollyleaf in this clan. Twig bark almost got lost near some two-leg nests. You have a sprain. Squirrelcrest wonders if it's too late to become a mediator. Man, she swapped clans to be with Slatetail. And, like, look at this. Like, it's not going good for her, guys. You can see what the Cats of Galaxy Clan look like in Clan Gen if you, subscribe to the Patreon on, like, the second tier. Because I upload, gameplay highlights. I also just share, sprites on the Discord sometimes. Barkstorm had a nice chat with a cat from another clan. Eclipse Paw makes fun of Frozen Kit for not being an apprentice yet. Don't be a little brat. Abyss Paw feels worn out from training. Blue Paw plays a prank on Pepper Patch. Squirrel was originally from Moss Clan. And you are strict and quick to make peace. Apprentice to Larksnarf. Skipfluff wishes she had more scars. Ketlinger has a list of complaints for Wastar. On the Discord, by the way, someone also, there's a group of people that also work on recoding Galaxy Clan, like, every year if you want to play, like, your own little AU versions. Aunt Kit lashes out at any cat who checks on him after Koala's death. That is sad. Frozen Kit is bouncing around in excitement while you are grieving. The group... Are you talking about the group that recodes the clan? Because that is a Fred, and someone on the Discord could probably lead you to it. Cragkit cowers in her nest during a rough storm. Glade Kit is feeling perplexed. You are also injured. You have a severe headache. Also, I did forget to add Slatetail as your parent. I will do it after stream. It is sad, though. And, time skip. Thunder, Branch Muzzle, and Eclipse Paw can go out. Hello, Badger Den on Viper Clan territory. Well, that hits hard is the first thing we run into. Thunder is not willing to let any cat die to a badger. He orders the patrol to continue on while he waits on Viper Clan patrol to come by to give them a warning about the badger. Wow, this is very interesting with the whole, like, backstory of we did a giant badger attack on Viper Clan in the past. Oh, I meant patrols, not time skip. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the super chat, Vanilla Whiskers. I appreciate it. Furled can go of Hollyleaf, Abysspaw, and Wastar. We shouldn't be inviting cats, but that is a dog just straight up chasing a cat. And I feel bad. Fine. Stanley! Troll swiftly jumps into action. They capture the dog's attention and draw it away from the cat. Hollyleaf stays hidden and goes to the cat while the rest of the patrol lures the dog away. She's unharmed, so Stanley's a girl. And this display of bravery makes her want to join the clan. Oh yeah, the new apprentice is Bluepaw. We'll send Bluepaw out with Larksnarf. Where is Stanley? Hello, Stanley. Stanley has a little heart. She is lonesome, a good kit sitter. Used to help cats. welcome to clan. I shouldn't have invited you, but I did anyway because I felt bad. Let's send you out with someone, and then we'll send out Blue. Hello. I'm looking for Lungwort. All they got was Soar. And now let's send out Blue with Larksnarf. Hello, small dog. All Blue Paw's attempts to drive away only send into greater and greater fits of excitement. Not the best one. We can do Pepper Patch and Step Dusk and Big Storm. Ghost Stories. A branch snaps. Good job, guys. Ran away from it. Gonna do one solo. Not gonna be Stanley. Stanley just joined. Hello. Practicing fighting. Nice practice session. And then we can send out Echo Stone. Hello, Badger Set. Doesn't die, catches a glimpse, and sprints back to camp to warn everyone. That was Moss Clan that has the apprentice rule. Garlic Fall, Oliver, and Calamari can go out. 3-on-1 fighting, 2-on-1 fighting. Oliver and Calamari team up against Garlic Fall and thrash him easily. While Oliver and Calamari congratulate each other, Garlic Fall silently stews over this unfair, unbalanced training exercise. Man, he's grieving Brindle noise, guys. Sunrise Star sounds really familiar. What is Sunrise Star from? Because I do watch a lot of Clan Gen stuff, but, like, I need to catch up on everything. And I also am really bad at names. Oh, it's a YouTuber. Then I might have seen it. Might have seen them. Kelp Clan? Sounds familiar. I need to catch up on all the, Clan Gen streams, like all the Clan Gen stories that are out, because I watched like episode 1 of like a bunch of them. Rocky Pelt can go out with Tulip. A Storm descends, of course it does with couples. Raven can go out with Barkstorm and Sparklemore. Good chance to practice new fighting techniques. I'm going to risk 2 medicine cats, and if they find kits, I'm just going to pretend they did not find kits. Mantis Bruce tells Timmy about the dream he had last night and what StarClan vision could mean for JayClan. Ooh, a dream. I'm saying Hornet Clan doesn't attend gatherings as of now. They do have medicine cats. They have Cherubi Branch and Scalepaw as of last year. Timmy promises Mantis Breeze that they'll make sure to take a deeper look into this matter. Mantis Breeze doesn't need to worry. Okay, and we got Garlic and Moss. Saving. And we're going to time skip. No births or deaths. Ketlinger was fighting with a loner named Ike. Hello, Ike. Pretty sure you already existed. Ketlinger has a running nose. Cloud Spots is no longer sore. Pepper Patch's running nose has stopped running. Oliver has a stomach ache. Sparkling Moore feels better. Ravanclaw no longer has joint pain. Larksnarf was the victim of a prank and has a thorn in her paw. Twigbark's brain is feeling better. Wild Beam is no longer sore. Whoops. Frilled Shock is gone. Abysspaw has a stomach ache. Antpaw's apprenticed to Tulip Speckle. Sad. Frozen Paw is apprenticed to Sparklemore. Rip Koala. Crabkit picks up some flowers around the camp to bring back to the medicine cat den. Cute. Hornet Clan is not going to be streamed because they are very low priority canon-wise. And they get edited constantly. But yeah, new apprentices. Lost Star is looking forward to finding more prey. Air Dancer doesn't want to go on Dust Patrol. You still have a broken leg, right? Broken bone. Timmy had a nightmare involving the rushing river. Mantis Breeze is happy he chose life as a medicine cat. Wildwing saw a kitty pet rolling around Two Lake Garden. Is it Eli? Did you see Eli? Calypso thinks Magpie Freckle did a great job resolving a conflict. I still don't remember who I'm supposed to be, like, mediating. Oh, we should probably mediate this! Let's, okay, thank you. Hey, Magpie, don't be a hater. Siltpaw, you are 9 moons old. I'm kind of just, like, randomizing until I find someone that has, like, decently high dislike. Like that. Hey, don't be a hater, Wasp. Raven enjoys the warmth of New Leaf. Cloudspot stress set a good example. Thunder is thinking about a strange two-leg object. I'm planning to add Hornet Clan's positions of power at the end, but I'm not sure if I can squeeze them into what I currently have, so they might just get their own little side section at the end. Wasp regretting his name choice. Oliver is keeping the injured cat's company. Calamari wishes he had wings so he could catch birds easier. Stanley enjoys the warmth of New Leaf. Sparklemore has Ant Kit very engaged in a very tall tail. Slipdawn enjoys the warmth of New Leaf. Rocky Pelt finds Barkstorm annoying. Big Storm is imagining taking on a badger single pod. Big talk when what just happened. Snapfistle has the apprentices very engaged in a very, very tall tail. Garlicfall worries that he isn't contributing enough. Septus remembers to eat breakfast to keep his strength up. Furled is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. Pepper Patch cowers in his nest during a particularly rough storm. Branch Muzzle wants to compliment Cloudspot's fighting techniques. Echo Stone woke up in a panic. Girlie, what is going on with you? Tulip Speckle is fetching Vervainclaw for another cat that was looking for her. Vervainclaw almost got lost near some two-leg nests. Hollyleaf wants to get to know Echo Stone better. Larksnoff daydreams about being a warrior in Tiger Clan. Tumbleram is relieved Leaf Bear is finally over. Twigbark daydreams about being a warrior in Leopard Clan. Scrollcrest wants to critique Branch Muzzle's fighting techniques. Barkstorm saw a kitty pet with no fur. Eclipselaw tries to do too much at once and asks Thunder for help. Abysspaw wishes she had wings. Bluepaw wants to get to know Hollyleaf better. Antpaw is bold, apprentice to Tulip Speckle. Saves the softest bedding for his own nest. Frozenpaw tries to do too much at once, defeatedly asks Hollyleaf for help, your apprentice to Sparklemore, and you're nervous. You are still grief-stricken. Yeah, we could check on the Dark Forest. Skipfluff wonders what Pepper Patch is up to. Catlinger is telling scary stories to the younger cats. Cragkit is asking older cats how kits are born. Glade Kit is asking older cats also how kits are born. And let's go check on the Dark Forest. Also, I kind of want to check Gentle Paw. You doing anything? Encourages Jinx to dip her paws in the cool water. And then Dark Forest. Hello. No regrets. Eating bark. Sharpening claws. Wants to fade away. Isn't surprised in the slightest why you ended up here. Hissing at anyone. Fleeing from another member of the Dark Forest. Interesting. We'll never forget the looks of scorn on her clanmates' faces. They, them today. And, patrol time. Let's send out you with your new mentor. We sent a mouse. Tulip Speckle catches it. She wonders what the mouse was thinking right before Tulip Speckle caught it. It's too late to ask, though. The moustery will never be solved. Eclipse Paw can go out with Twig Bark. Oh boy! Interesting dreams, you say, Eclipse Paw. Eclipse Paw isn't a kit anymore, and though Twig Bark tries to be gentle about it, he makes it clear that it's Eclipse Paw's responsibility to make sure she's well rested and attentive for her training. Twig Bark, please. This could be dangerous. We could send out Cloud Spots of Larksnarf and Blue Paw. It starts snowing. Despite the snow, the patrol manages to hunt successfully, ambushing the rabbits trying to feast on the fresh grass of New Leaf. Stanley can go out with Barkstorm and Sparklemore. We see a shrew. We catch it. Let's do a 6 cat and then a 1 cat. Stepdust, Echostone, Thunder, Garlic Fall, Oliver, and Abyss Paw. Not Abyss Paw because you have Wasp. So Calamari. We're good. We have too many cats right now, it's fine. Like, we have free medicine cats and we're full. And single cat will be furled. Please don't die. Thank you. You got nothing else done, but at least you're unharmed. Hollyleaf can go out with Raven and Wellstar and Abyss Paw. Raven admits she thinks she had a vision. So many visions. Talk to her about whether it was a real vision as we train. We also haven't run into any Hornet Clan statuses. Big Storm can go out with Tumble Ram. Hello, bird. Small amount of prey. I kind of want to send out a big medicine cat patrol, so you, Rocky, Branch, Pepper, and Timmy can go out. Let's see how this goes. New life to JayClan's territory. Timmy heads out to gather fresh goldenrod. The goldenrod bushes don't seem to be recovering well from leaf bear this year, and it worries Timmy, although the warriors dismiss their concerns with what they see as little more than weeds. My music broke. Oh, we caught a bird. This is JayClan. Forget I didn't do that. I mean, pretend I didn't do. I'm a little frazzled today. Look, JayClan already, like, exploded earlier. It's fine. It was a flying squirrel. Wild Beam can go out. Hello. We're looking for Tansy. Ragwort and Tansy. Mantis can go out looking for the same... Is this the same patrol? Burdock and Ragwort. tastes absolutely foul. Mantis Breeze is pleased with his harvest, but really wishes he had a way to bring it back to camp that didn't require carrying it in his mouth. I will remember, guys. Time skip. I see births and deaths. Skipfluff's weak leg is feeling inflamed. Slipdon is no longer grieving. Snapthistle heads to the medicine cat den, hoping that Timmy will give them poppy seeds to help dampen the nightmares that have been plaguing them. Oliver's stomach ache is gone. Oliver was chasing off the rogue falcon. Ravenclaw isn't grieving, healed from her broken bone. Larksnarf's small cut is no longer bothering her. Burnsmuzzle accidentally trespassed into Galaxy Clan territory. Eclipsepaw doesn't have a running nose, and was caught outside clan territory. Abyspaw's stomachache has left. Cragkit loudly complains as Echo Stone pulls her over to quickly groom her pelt. She wiggles away to scurry off at the front of the crowd for a ceremony. Renamed Cragpaw and given to Vervainclaw. Oh, okay then. It's just Year of the Badgers, I guess. That's evil. Hydrate before you dehydrate, I guess. Oh god, I just spilled so much soda on me. Give me a second. Okay, I'm good. That was evil. Hello. You were loyal. Your name would have been Cragstone. Stone is back. Gladekit is also complaining. And their apprentice is Slipdon. Slipdon gets an apprentice. Rest in peace, Cragpaw. While Star is fetching Siltpaw for another cat that was looking for her. Air Dancer is humming a tune that she heard in her two-leg place. You are still injured with your broken bone. Timmy is out on a walk in the territory. Mantis Breeze is happy that he chose life as a medicine cat, while Beam enjoys the warmth of Greenleaf. Calypso is batting at his tail. Also, someone said to check, dismayed how quickly her clanmates get into arguments. Someone said to check her relations because she had high dislike for 2 cats now. Really dislike Siltpaw. Let's try to fix that. Little bit for Wasp, little bit for Timmy, little bit for Holly. Adds in about 1 minute. Little for Tulip. Nothing huge beyond the one with Silt. So let's try to fix the Siltpaw one. Hello. Fix that. Okay, it went down a little bit. And then I also realized, I'm remembering now that Wasp and his apprentice had a little bit of, like, dislike. Oh, the jealousy went away. They used to have jealousy, too. There we go. Siltpaw plays a prank on Wildbeam. What kind of prank? Woo! Pranking you! Making you, mediate with your fellow, medicine cat. I will mention that Abysspaw has the dream skill, so it could be related to that. We could check on the Dark Forest. We're not gonna check every moon, but we can check on it. And we're just gonna skip through. Treefern scarcely avoided a confrontation with a shadowy cat. Also, hello, ads. Same with Goose Glare. talked out of training, whimpering pathetically, sharpening her claws. Raven, how have you not retired yet? Asking Frozen Paw an important question. Hopes to earn even more battle scars. Earn more battle scars. You're old. Stop that. Oliver gives some plump fresh kill to a clanmate instead. Calamari is asking Frold an important question. Stanley can't sleep because of the bugs and the heat. Sparklemore regrets not eating the bird on the fresh kill pile earlier. Slipdawn tries to set a good example for younger cats. Possibly your new apprentice. Please don't spam in chat. Rocky Pelt is giving some advice to Furled. Big Storm is worried Kettlinger is overworking himself. Snapfistle tries to set a good example for younger cats. Garlic Fall guards camp. Sepdust is debating swimming to cool down. Furled wants to go hunt. Pepper Patch is hoping he finds an opportunity to slip back into his nest. Branch Muzzle went out to hunt by herself. Echo Stone does her best to console her clanmates about Cragpaw's death. That is your baby. Are you consoling your other baby? Bounce around the territory on a border patrol. Don't gang up on someone just because they don't know something, guys. Vervainclaw can't wait to take a nap better. Hollyleaf can't find Wild Beam anywhere. Larksnarf is feeling sassy today. Tumbleram can't keep up with Air Dancer. Twigbark is wondering if kitty pet life is really so bad. Squirrelcrest doesn't get any work done all morning. I can't read today. Too busy climbing trees while you're grieving. Okay, it's fine. Barkstorm goes to help a kit that stumbled over their own paws. We actually don't have any kits now. Eclipse Paw plays a prank on Larksnarf. Abyss Paw dreads her apprentice duties. What are your guys' Eclipse might get named next moon. Blue Paw is chastising fellow apprentices, but no one is sure what for. Ant Paw plays a prank on Thunder. Frozen Paw saw a big scary dog. Glade Paw sat all night at Cragpaw's vigil. I'm sad. You are also bloodthirsty, just like your mother. Oh boy. Skipfluff is thinking about a strange two-leg object she saw recently. Kettlinger is thinking about his life choices. And let's go send them out. Hey Glade, let's send you out because you're a brand new apprentice. Out with Slipdawn. Nice spot to sun themselves. Important to take time to rest, Slipdawn tells Glade Paw, trying to hit a middle ground between advice and a command. She's seen how hard Glade Paw has been working and commends her for it, but it'll do the clan no good if she burns herself out. All things in their time. Seems like Slipdawn is trying to comfort her because of Crag. We are going to moon 348. We can send out Wasp with his apprentice. Waspar leads them towards a massive eagle nest. I'm pretty sure this patrol doesn't have an outcome where you could hunt the eagle, but I could be wrong. Abysspaw screws up her face in confusion. Weren't they here to learn about hummingbirds, not eagles? Wellstar, in a low whisper, carefully points out the tiny nest sitting in the shadow of the big one. Hummingbirds use the big predator's nest to conceal and protect their tiny ones, he explains. That's really cute. Let's send out Blue with Tulip. We're going out hunting. Perfect time of day, get a huge amount of prey. Wellstar does not currently have any children that are alive. Bluepaw admits that he had a conversation with a kitty pet on patrol yesterday. Didn't know whether being friends with a kitty pet was disloyal to JayClan. Larksnoff tries to think of a response, but, well, she's never thought about it before. She dismisses the topic, continuing with the training exercise. Larksnarf and Twigbark, you guys are doing great with your apprentices. Twigbark leads them also to the eagle nest. Twigbark can't get Eclipsepaw to take the training session seriously and gives up before the apprentice can attract the eagle's attention. Again, you're doing great, guys. Hairpaw's full name is going to be Hairwing. Sparklemore, let's send you out Timmy. The moss in the medicine cat den is getting old. Timmy leads the way to the best moss patch. Good job. Step Dusk can go out. We see a squirrel. Good job. I'm going to do 1, 2, free, etc. right now. So, 1, 2, Thunder and Stanley. Practicing hunting. Thunder watches Stanley demonstrate her favorite methods intently. Of course, he's always after more techniques to add to his own repertoire, but it's also flattering for Stanley to be taken so seriously. We could do a big mentor and apprentice patrol next moon. Oliver, Tumbleram, and Raven. There is a chance we can hunt the eagle, so I'm going to ignore that. Furled, Cloudspots, Barkstorm, and Pepperpatch. Oh, we're talking about the 5 ancient clans, each 1 point on a single great star. Very, very timely right now. Fire alone could save the clans. It swept through the land, scorching evil to ash, driving out those with cowardice in their hearts, until the good and strong could reclaim their places, and peace ruled among the elements. Canon moment, but also there is currently a 5th clan attempting to be made right now. I think we're on 6 now. Echo, Calamari, Rocky, Branch, Big Storm, and Hollyleaf. We don't need another healer, it's fine. Vervain Claw can go out with Garlic Fall, and let's go have you go out with Mantis. Hello. Getting cobwebs. Mantis breathes merps with laughter, watching Vervain Claw parade around with such a big bundle of cobwebs that she keeps colliding with things in her path she can't see. The entire patrol has gotten a wonderful haul, and it's a very pleased medicine cat that leads them back to camp. Stop and open your heart for your chance for some adjustment. Going to look for Burdock. This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. You guys can't ever hear the music, but Open Arms is playing, and it's just, love that song. Anyway, time skip time. No births or deaths. Kettlinger's running nose has stopped running. Raven is finally retiring. Cloudspots has a stomach ache. Air Dancer's broken bone is healed. Slipdawn was arguing and borderline fighting with a cat from Viper Clan. That's interesting. Big Storm didn't land correctly from a rock. Snapfistle is no longer having constant nightmares. Thunder also retired. And got dry catmint in their fur. Thunder also has fleas. Wild Beam chased off Stone Shell. I think Stone Shell joins Viper Clan next moon. Twigbark is watching as Eclipse Paw is named Eclipse Shine, honored for her good nature. And Abyss Willow, honored for her dedication. Look, Wastar can make some nice names. Swirlcrest is no longer grieving. Frozen Paw is also no longer grieving. I can hear the cats zooming. Colby! Colby has a... Colby! Colby! Give me that! Colby! Colby! Bad cat! So, any guesses what Colby had? Any guesses? Colby had the little bag of catnip and was dropping catnip everywhere. Which also means that he got it out of the cabinet and carried it down the stairs. We already time skipped, right? Yeah, okay. Wastar wants to go hunt. Air Dancer saw a two-legged kit play with a kitty pet. Timmy is checking up on the Warriors. Mantis Breeze wants to change his name to be like a kitty pet. Wait, what? Wants to change his name to be like a kitty pet. Well then, that is an interesting status. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I don't think I've ever seen that. Wild Beam is checking up on the Warriors. Calypso is giggling about clan drama with friends. Hey, Calypso, can you work on this again? Remove that. Can you work on this again? Thank you. Maybe Mantis likes Timmy's name. Hey Magpie, can you, ship these two? Thank you. Mantis should get a new name. Egg cracking, JK, unless. Let's see. As I attempt to find someone to mediate. This works. Cloudspots is playing a prank on Squirrelcrest. Oliver shares the best hunting spots with other warriors. Calamari boasts about how much fresh kill he intends to bring back to camp. Stanley tries to set a good example for younger cats. Sparklemore is debating swimming to cool down. Slipdon is heading to the dirt place. Didn't need to know that. Proudly watching Blue Paw plan how to hunt down a creature he made up. Envies the deputy position. Snapfizzle pretends to be busy. Garlicfall cowers in his nest during a rough storm. Stepdust is guarding camp. Furled feels the weight of her memories wrapped around her like the softest moss. Interesting. Pepper Patch is having a nice conversation at the Cat's Garden camp. Branch Bezel took a long walk on her own. Ecclestone hopes the deputy won't assign her to the Dawn Patrol. Flipspeckle is sparring with some clanmates. Ravenclaw ate a mouse while on patrol. Hollyleaf wonders how Furled is doing. Larksnarf purrs as a cool breeze hits her. We could do a branch solo because of long walk. Tumbleram regretting not going to sleep earlier. Twigbark having a nice conversation at the Cat's Garden camp. Scrollcrest can't keep up with Kettlinger. Barkstorm wants to compliment Rocky Pelt's fighting techniques. Eclipse Shine is waiting for Siltpaw to return to camp. You are charismatic and a great speaker. Look, guys, Waftstar isn't terrible at names. It's Jimmy Neutron, not Timmy. Abyss Willow saw a kitty pet with the fluffiest fur imaginable today. You're only a strange dreamer, so not Dreamwalker or Dreamshaper. And you have valuable insight. Kuja's doing good. She's upstairs. Fully believe his wife suggested it. Yeah, probably. Bluepaw saw a yappy little dog today. Antpaw found a wonderful napping spot outside camp. Frozenpaw wonders if Ravenclaw was a good apprentice. Gladepaw wonders if Big Storm was a good apprentice. Skipfluff is craving the taste of shrew. You're almost at the age where you're going to start rolling elder deaths. Kettlinger is telling stories about when he was young. Raven is trying to remember the taste of the food her two legs used to give her. And Thunder is telling a rather tall tale to any cat that will listen. Also, your new cat mint. Pretty. It goes really nicely with your eyes. But, patrol time. Someone said big apprentice patrol, so. 1 second. Oh, sibling time! Yay, siblings! Oh wait, your apprentice already graduated, never mind. Wait, no, we can't do yay siblings. Yay siblings is bad in JayClan. That ends badly. I don't know if I'm gonna change Mantis's name. We're doing squirrel hunting. Antpaw has an idea. Antpaw suggests baiting the squirrels out with food and picking them off when they come out to eat. All the patrol has to do is set the trap. With Larksnarf on the patrol, they rarely have to lift a paw, and each cat carries multiple squirrels home. Of course it's with Larksnarf on the patrol. Since we did 6, let's do 5 now. So, Waftstar, let's actually send you on a date with Gladepaw. I know I said it 5, but date time with Gladepaw. Hello, fish. Oh, scared away the fish. Thunder got catmint when Colby sold the catmint out from the cabinet. Very funny, yeah. I have like a really old picture of Colby. Give me a second. I can probably find it. This is very important to the stream, I swear. I promise it's important to stream. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't even think about the effort I'm putting into finding this picture. can find it at this point. There it is. So this is Colby around the time when he was still a baby. So, he's been doing that for a while. His greed sickens me. Has not changed. Yeah. Okay, now we can do 5 cats. Snapthistle can go out with Abyss Willow, Furled, Twig Bark, and Garlic Fall. 2 kits from Viper Clan. Brings them back. Thank you. Frecklestar knows that Frold is a kind and caring cat. We did get child locks on specifically the underneath the sink area. Oh yeah, Branch Solo. Hello, are you gonna eat prey? Resist temptation. We have a lot of prey, we're gonna get attacked by rats. Stanley can go with Rocky Pelt, Squirrel Crest, and Echo Stone. Echo Stone admits that she thinks she had a vision. Was it StarClan or something else? Talks to her about whether it was a real vision as they hunt. Hollyleaf, Air Dancer, and Tumble Ram can go out. Okay, I was holding my breath because this patrol scares me. The patrol crosses the river with careful determination, stepping from stone to stone. Wet paws don't slow the patrol down, and the border is secured without an issue. I'm pretty sure the rat attack is dependent on if you have a lot of prey. I could be wrong. Cloud Spots can go with Barkstorm. Hello, Badger Set. Stake Out. Good job. Pepper Patch, let's send you out. Red Fox. Oh! Fiercely, Pepper Patch throws himself at the fox, determined to win the kid prize, but the fox values it just as dearly and manages to get a good grip on Pepper Patch, shaking him to pieces and killing him. That's okay. Hey, Air Dancer, you want to have kids? Well then, I'm sad. Rip, Raccoon and his brother's bloodline, I think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, to pieces. Yeah, the Hot Melon Raccoon Pelt line is dead. Hey, let's just, do Calamari and Stepdusk, and let's, send you out with Mantis. Hello, Cobwebs. Also laughing as Calamari parades around with, Cobwebs. Good job! And, Oliver and Eclipse Shine, why don't you help out with Wild Beam? Woo! Finding Tansy, Scented Air, yeah? Cool. We also get Ragwort. I'm okay. I didn't love Pepper Patch or anything. Vervain can go out with Timmy. Wants to think of what legacy she would leave behind. Timmy and Vervainclaw spend their time on the patrol discussing how to StarClan the end of the life did not mean it was the true end. Vervainclaw's legacy will shine brighter than any star. And we get Dandelion and Raspberry. Yeah, I'm okay. Listen, we We are overpopulated, hard coping. I think we're on 2 pages now. There's that at least. Time skip. I see births and deaths. While Star has fleas, Skip Fluff no longer is suffering from joint pain. Raven will always love Koala, but has moved on. Feels her bones and joints aching. Bad weather must be on its way. Cloud Spots no longer has a stomach ache. Oh, Slipped On is deaf. So Slipped On is fully deaf now. Rocky Belt and Tulip Speckle have babies. Thunder doesn't have fleas. Timmy and Sparklemore have become mates. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I forgot that the birth and death could have just been Pepper Patch, but look, babies. Barkstorm was touching noses with Eli. Skip Fluff is fussing with Pepper Patch's fur. Big Storm can only spend a moment at Pepper Patch's vigil. Sad. I want to see the babies. I'm going to the babies. We're back on free pages again. Hello. So we have a Black Kit, who is a little fearless girl. And we have a Mist Kit, who is a little skittish boy. That is a really cute dynamic. That is a very cute dynamic. Aw, thank you for popping in to say you love my content. Thunder is asking Tulip Speckle an important question. Is it related to the babies? Raven tries to remember the taste of food her 2 legs used to give her. Catlinger is drinking water from a nearby stream. Skip Fluff is fetching Snapthistle for another cat that was looking for them. Willy Paw is caught playing for prey instead of hunting. Frozen Paw thought he saw a cat, but it turns out it's just a 2-leg object that looked like one. Ant Paw is finding the buzzing of cicadas annoying. Blue Paw refused to follow his mentor's recent orders due to his own morals. Larksnarf, what are you trying to teach him? Abyss Willow is really pretty, is hoping she finds an opportunity to slip back into her nest. Ooh, Eclipse Shine grooming her already silky soft coat. You're so pretty. Look at Eclipse Shine, guys. Look at her. Gorgeous kitty. Barkstorm persuades Slipped On to back him up in a lie. Uh-oh. Squirrelcrest can't wait to take a nap later. Twigbark tries to set a good example for younger cats. Tumbleram picking burrs. Helping around camp in between her duties. Excuse me. Hollyleaf saw a kitty pet sitting calmly next to a dog. Vervainclaw enjoys the warmth of Greenleaf. Does every clan have a deaf cat now? I might be misremembering. I don't know if Moss Clan has one. Ads in about 1 minute. Try to set a good example for younger cats, like your new babies. Echostone draws blood during battle training. Don't do that. I don't think Moss Clan does yet. I'm not sure. Hornet Clan also has a deaf cat. Well, one of Max Star's kids is deaf. Branch Muzzled went out to hunt by herself, so we're gonna send out Branch Muzzle again, alone. Furled can't sleep because of the bugs in the heat. Stepdust saw Ant Paw sneaking off a bite of fresh kill. And there are ads right now. I'm gonna hydrate before I dehydrate. The "we can fix that with a smile" is like... Alright, Moss JayClan, hand over your hearing. Growing Fall tries to set a good example for younger cats. Snapfistle is wondering what the inside of a two-legged den looks like. Big Storm tries to emulate the leader's body language when talking to younger cats. Rocky Pelt, also congratulations on your new babies. Wants to critique Tumble Ram's fighting techniques. Slipped On is exhausted after a patrol. Sparkle Moore is finding the buzzing of cicadas annoying. Stanley almost choked on their prey. Calamari is missing being pet by his two legs. Air Dancer pet him or something. Oliver brought Wild Beam an herb to identify. I can talk. Sparring with clanmates. Ooh, Silpaw is also big. Complaining about an itch she can't quite reach. Look at her. Whoops. Look at her. Who should we do now? Hey, Mantis, you have a crush on someone, don't you? Is it Twig? Is Twig who you're crushing on? Yes, it is. Let's do, shipping. Wait, why do you not have your name yet? Your EXP is at 54. Mad Freckle negotiates an herb trade with another clan. I saw a crush, but it went away, and I have no idea who that was. Let's just try to fix this. And Calypso, let us attempt to fix this again. There we go, that's manageable. Wildbean can't find a clip shine anywhere. Mantis Breeze picking the birds from his pelt. It was at 50 at the start and went up after we mediated. Okay. Getting an herb from the spot they used to know. Looking forward to today. Stares at Pepper Patch's vigil longingly, but doesn't feel the right to join in. Aw, Wastar. Wild's mate is Larksnarf. In fact, let's send her out with Larksnarf and Bluepaw. Blackberry brambles will be at their peak leaf growth soon. At this time of the year, the blackberries have grown enough leaves to completely shade the ground under their brambles. Wildbeam harvests without worry, finding some raspberries too, and picking a large bunch of them to take home. Long afternoon, but a productive, lighthearted one, filled with smiles and jokes as the obliging cats follow Wildbeam's direction to carry everything home. Adorable. I wonder if... what Bluepaw was like not following Larksnarf's like ideas from is that Larksnarf was like, come on, just sneak a berry. just sneak a berry, it won't hurt you. They're pretty yummy. Yeah, Wasp was pretty close to that family. Hot Mallow was his first deputy, really good friends of Heist now, and is now grieving Heist's kid Pepper Patch. Yeah. Let's send you two out. I don't think I've sent you two out on a date since you became maids. The sunlight feels so warm on Air Dancer's pelt. She stretches, lazily lengthening into one long arc of a cat. Calamari's whiskers twitch with amusement as he studiously averts his eyes. That is your mate. You don't have to look away. Cloud spots, Twig bark, and Stanley can go out. Unfamiliar scent. Trespassing rogue! We chased them off. Also, you wanted to go out alone again. Hello, Viper Clan. Nice conversation with them. Rocky Pelt, you two have babies. Hello, Galaxy Clan. Nice conversation with them, remarking recent weather. Tumbleram, Vervainclaw. Snapfistle can join. 2-on-1 fighting. Snapfistle waggles their haunches and dares Tumbleram and Vervainclaw to come at them. The free cats tussle until Tumbleram distracts Snapfistle with a sheep strike to the ear, and Vervainclaw pins them down. They congratulate each other as they head back to camp. That's cute. Hollyleaf, Sparklemore, Frozen Paw. Old Badger set. You know, realizing that this is, I'm pretty sure this is Frozen Paw's first time out and we run into a Badger set. That's not, Okay. Glade Paw, let's send you out with Slipped On. Unfamiliar scent. Stinky Dogwood Tree, newly in bloom. Glade Paw huffs with embarrassment. Suddenly grateful that her patrol is so small, fewer eyes watching that embarrassing moment. Let's do a big one. So, Abyss, Furled, Oliver, Stepdust, Sparkstorm, and Wastar. Group of clanmates to train. Wastar has a comprehensive list to get through. It's good to make sure he's always got a clear assessment of JayClan's capabilities, should the world come to threaten them. Wastar will know which clanmates he can rely on and which will be suited for what task. It's challenging, productive afternoon. It's a challenging, productive afternoon. Eclipse, you can get with Echo Stone. Okay, Echo Stone tries to take on the lion's share of the effort to lead the dog away, but her strength fails her and the rest of the patrol needs to rescue her, which cuts the patrol short. Everyone knows the dog could still be lurking out there on their borders. At least they didn't die. Garlic falking out with Squirrel. Hello, Rabbit. We catch it. And then, I'm gonna test you again. Don't find babies. If you find babies, I'm ignoring it and pretending you didn't do that. Okay, good. We're just chatting. Timmy makes a humming sound and asks Mantis Breeze if he considered taking on another apprentice. Mantis Breeze swishes his tail and says he's just been waiting for the right cat to show interest, but wonders if Timmy has any preferences. It certainly makes for a good conversation, and all too soon they have their mouths too full of herbs to continue. Unless there's a queen with the babies. But yeah, if Timmy found, like, abandoned babies, then they and their husband would probably adopt them. But, time skip. Icy Bursts and Deaths. Skip Fluff is no longer grieving. Cloud Spot's retired. Big Storm can walk and move without pain. Her sprain must have healed. Also no longer grieving. Snapfistle was victim of a prank, but it could not fool them. Thunder was also arguing with someone from Viper Clan, and then was found dead near a fox den. What the heck? I know that means that a fox killed Thunder, but that sounds like a Viper Clan cat killed Thunder. I'm gonna be honest. Hi, Thunder. That's suspicious. And then Calypso goes to resolve some recent border disputes and then got White Cough. Barkstorm found maple seeds. Decided to keep them. Furled, what were you doing to break the warrior code? Hey, Furled, what were you up to? Siltpaw got her name. Silt Tooth, okay. Honors the new mediator. Eclipse Charmacine playing for Noodlefly. Hi, Noodlefly. Yeah, you're just meowing for food. Blue Paw is named Blue Muzzle in honor of his consideration. I remember that because I specifically looked at the full name to see if there was any clues of who Blue Paw might be, like, the father of Blue Paw. And since Branch Muzzle is the mom of Slate Tail, that's how we ended up figuring out Blue Muzzle was Slate Tail's kid. But rest in peace, Thunder. Yeah, I did notice it said honors her new mediator. Even the babies are saying we should share Pray Report it. While Star is like, oh geez, they start at 1 moon old, huh? Air Dancer is being about a strange two-legged object she saw recently. Timmy wishes they were still in their nest sleeping. Mantis Breeze is spending a considerable amount of time grooming. Wildbeam just can't find anything appetizing on the fresh kill pile. Had to fix an argument between the elders, ... again. Crushing leaves under her paws. Hey, let's do this again. Mantis, I'm doing my best to get you a mate. Like, look at this. Finding Echo Stone annoying. Also, Silt Tooth. Charismatic, good swimmer, and natural intuition. Let's see. Does Calypso like anyone? Like, that isn't taken right now? You're taken right now? You're not taken. That is out of the age range that is supposed to generate. Oh well. That's probably not gonna happen because I think it can't happen with the code. But I have it set to 30. It's not supposed to have anything generating that isn't beyond 30. Oliver wants to go on a patrol. Calamari's waiting to watch the sunrise. Stanley is fetching Air Dancer for another cat that was looking for her. Sparklemore cleans the clearing of fallen leaves. I mean, they're adults, I don't really care. I just don't think it actually can happen. Look, the game has been glitching like crazy recently. Like I said, it like thanos snapped like a third of the clan. Seeing crying in her nest after Thunder's vigil, that's sad. Also, someone asked for her relations. Really likes Big Storm. Dislikes Cloud, Bark. Likes Calypso. Dislikes Wildbeam. Really likes Slipdown has a ton of crushes. Really dislikes Raven. Maybe we should fix that. And then someone said to check on Wasp. I know Wasp had a crush on High Snout before High Snout died. Dislikes Raven. Seems like they both dislike her. Bless you, Puddles. Did you get into the catnip? A little bit for Cloud Spots. Still dislikes Step Desk. We should probably fix that again. And then we were at Slip, so. Saw a big scary dog. Hopes her next apprentice is just like Blue Pod. That is adorable. Finding calamari annoying. Garlic Fall is regretting not going to sleep earlier. Busying himself with too much work to forget about Thunder's death. I am sad. Furled is debating on which prey to take from the fresh kill pile. What was the code that you broke? I'm gonna send you out on a solo before I forget. Are we gonna get any hints from you? No. You just get lost on the territory somehow, which makes me feel like you went somewhere you weren't supposed to and lied saying you got lost. Daydreaming about being a warrior in Lion Clan, trying to set a good example for younger cats, crushing leaves under her paws, worries about the lack of prey Leaf Bear will bring, Hollyleaf wants to set a good example for younger cats, possibly involved with Hornet Clan, yeah, maybe eating kitty pet food, Larksnarf is reevaluating her morals, Tumble Ram had a nice chat for kitty pet, Twig Bark cleans the clearing of fallen leaves, Squirrelcrest doesn't want to go on dust patrol, Barkstorm wants to train. Ooh, I like your little maple seed. Eclipse Shine, sparring with some clanmates. Also crushing leaves. Blue Muzzle is righteous and a good mediator. Glad it's not so hot out anymore. We're getting so many cats that are getting their full names at like 11 moons old. Antpaw leaps into a pile of fallen leaves. Antpaw is not going to be one of those cats. Look at that. Look at that EXP. Frozenpaw wishes that one day he'll be brave enough to be the deputy or even the leader. Aw, baby. Well, you caught up fast, actually. Because you weren't going on patrols for like the first 2 free moons, I think. Gladepaw's in the medicine cat den after getting a small injury. Skipfluff is glad it's not so hot out anymore. Predicting rainy weather based on her aching bones. Cloud watching. Wondering how different life would be if she stayed with her old clan. Crushing leaves under his paws. And look, he's bigger. Skittish, oddly observant. Look at the baby. Look at those big old eyes. And then Black Kit is asking older cats how kittens are made. You are fearless and a mossball hunter. Man, I love the duality of their personalities. Also, Mist Kit feels really fitting with the Sokoke. I don't know if that's how you say it, but the coat pattern. But patrol time. Blue Muzzle can go out with Gladepaw and Slipped On. Okay. Blue Muzzle selflessly takes the lion's share of the run as the patrol leads the dog on, exhausting himself almost to the point of danger, but leading the dog far away from JayClan's borders. His clanmates support him on the long walk home once it's all over, their purrs mixing with Blue Muzzle's exhausted pants. Good job, Blue Muzzle! You are reminding me so much of Karen Strike right now. But wow. Okay then. Slip was probably terrified watching Blue Muzzle go do that. Tulip Speckle can go with Antpaw. We're not catching a bird, I remember this time. Eclipse Shine. Let's send you out with your sibling Abyss Willow. Well then, no more sibling patrols, guys. No more sibling patrols, I guess. They're cursed in JayClan. I'm so mad. And this is another one of Lost Star's apprentices. I proceed because I pretty much always proceed. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Moment of silence, I guess. Anyway. Twig bark. I was gonna say let's send you out your siblings, but let's not do that. Frozen paw. Sparkle more. Hello. Don't die. Thank you. They don't always die in the storm. And if I don't proceed on the dangerous patrols, then no one would ever die. Rocky Pelt, Echo Stone, Big Storm. New fighting techniques. Good practice session. Let's go. Wasp Star, Hollyleaf, Vervain Claw, Stanley, Garlic Fall, Step Dusk. Oh, hello, gang of rogues. Garlic Fall takes the lead, confronting the gang with confidence. Eventually, the rogues admit they've been struggling to find enough prey, looking to steal richer territory from the clan. Tensions are eased when Garlic Fall informs the rogues of a prey-rich meadow outside of JayClan territory. Okay, then. Hello, Hornet. Hornet, Branch Puzzle, Snap Thistle, Air Dancer, Tumble Ram. Hello. Ghost Stories. Despite the tense mood, they were okay. Scroll Crest, Barkstorm, Oliver. Hello, Viper Clan border. We stole a rabbit. Hey, Wild Beam, why don't you go out with your wife? Okay, Barrel Grounds and Rosemary Gathering. Can you tell I'm okay? I'm okay, guys. Calamari, go out with Timmy. Hello. Ooh, Calamari had a dream. Yoko, I've never heard anyone sound more dead inside. Okay. Horsetail and Tansy were gathered, and Timmy promises Calamari that they'll make sure to look deeper into this matter. We're going to Moon Free 48, so we're like halfway done. Juniper berries. That is a lot of words. I'm not reading all that. We get juniper and oak leaves. Yeah, hydrate before you dehydrate. let's time skip. Hello. I see bursts and dabs. Hopefully it's just the ones we know about. Wastar accidentally trespassed on the Viper Clan territory. I don't think he would do that accidentally. I think it's more likely he went onto Viper Clan territory to probably talk to Frecklestar. Raven's joint pain is gone. Rocky Pelt has a stomach ache. Timmy tossed a snake out of camp before it could bite someone. Tulip Speckle has a running nose. Twig Bark and Mantis Breeze are mates now. Woo! Calypso no longer has white cough and pain. Saw a big scary dog today. Maybe the dog chased him there. Charges forward during a border patrol, eager and unafraid. Also, yeah, maybe investigating Thunder's death. Timmy is eating some fresh kill. Mantis Breeze is giving advice to Kettlinger. Congratulations on the mate. Wild Beam wonders what Calypso is up to. Calypso leaps into a pile of fallen leaves. So that's what Calypso is up to. Thank you. Saw a two-leg petting a loner. Who was it that you didn't like? Well, there's that. Oh yeah, we need to... Oh, can't stop coming to tears each time a clip shine is mentioned. No, I'm in pain. We needed to fix this. Okay, it went down a little bit. Trying to set a good example for younger cats. Wonders what Glade Paw is up to. Stanley went out to hunt by herself. can't keep up with Raven. Wants to go on patrol of Aunt Paw. Humming a tune he heard in her two-leg place. Cleans the clearing of fallen leaves. Had a nice chat with Kitty Pet. Saw a fluffy kitty pet. Waiting to watch the sunset. Also saw a fluffy kitty pet, unless I already read that. Wondering if kitty pet life is really so bad. Stopped drawing blood. Sticks her tongue out at a mouse that escaped her pounce. Tries to set a good example for younger cats. Plans to visit the medicine cat. Wants the train. Leaps into a pile of fallen leaves. Crushing leaves under his paws. Woke up on the wrong side of the nest. Wondering what living with two legs must be like. Wondering if it's too late to become a mediator. Cleans the clearing of fallen leaves. Wonders if Ravenclaw was a good apprentice. Worries about the lack of prey Leaf Bear will bring. Skip Fluff crushing leaves. Kettlinger snoring. Raven eating a piece of fresh kill. Cloudspot's wondering how different life would be if she stayed with her old clan. Miss Kit is regretting not going to sleep earlier. And Black Kit is pestering older cats to play with her. Ignore my phone. Just got a message. Hi, Slipped On wanted to tag along with you. Wanting to show off to Glade Paw, Aunt Paw attempts a difficult battle move while they're training together. Impressed by Aunt Paw's battle move, Glade Paw flashes him a daring grin, challenging him to a duel. The two spend the rest of the training session sparring together. That's really cute. We can send Barkstorm out with Blue Muzzle and Sparklemore and Frozen Paw. Sorry, Kitty Pet, we're kind of full. Let's send out, Ginger Cats, I guess. Ginger adjacent. Echostone, again, talking about a vision. No cat can make sense of it. Maybe brown cats this time? Twigbark has some brown on him. Practice teamwork. No one steps up to teach. I can do a Wasp solo next moon. A few solos, yeah. So, Big Storm can go out. We see a shrew. Lark Snarf. Narrowly misses a mouse. And one last one. Hollyleaf. Perhaps also a dream. Distracts him from the hunt, but Hollyleaf uses the time by himself to put his thoughts in order. Adds in about 1 minute. Let's send out Air Dancer and Calamari. Practice teamwork. They don't get any training done, but, well, what a wonderful afternoon spent together. No regrets. I will say I'm noticing a trend that when I send out Air Dancer with her mate Calamari, they don't actually do anything. I'm noticing that trend. Furled, Stanley, and Vervainclaw. Don't. Thank you. Lazy couple, affectionate. See, it wouldn't be bad, but Air Dancer is kind of the deputy. Garlic Falcon got a Tumble Ram and Scrollcrest. Medium amount of prey. There should be ads right now. Rocky Pelican got with Mantis Breeze and Wild Beam. I think this can actually hurt someone or kill someone. The trees Mantis Breeze finds don't look particularly safe to climb, and Mantis Breeze is forced to give up on the idea of oak leaf gathering for today. And then Timmy can go out. And we get Burdock and Ragwort. And, time skip time. I see births and deaths. Air Dancer's expecting babies! No wonder they were lazy. Grumbling or protest all the way to the nursery. Rocky Pelt's stomach ache has left. Big Storm has a running nose. Hollyleaf has white cough. Tumble Ram hid from a fox and got some nasty scratches. Blue Muzzle was touching noses with Noodlefly. And Antbaugh has been named Ant Skip in honor of his resilience. Hey, Noodlefly. Hanging out for housefolk. Lost Star rolls his eyes when Tumble Ram suggests sharing their fresh kill with other clans. Air Dancer charges forward during a border patrol, eager and unafraid. I'm excited to see the babies. I'm not expecting a lot because you are an older cat. I think the max you can roll is 4, probably. Timmy crushing leaves under their paws. Mantis Reese sleeps in the middle of the clearing. Saw a kitty pet with fluffiest fur imaginable today. The bloodline lives, at least on that side. Yeah, please be afraid. You have kids coming. Calypso is glad it's not so hot out anymore. I'm gonna do this one last time. There we go. Now there is no dislike. Looking for a pair to sabotage out of boredom. That works. Silttooth carefully curates her appearance to be dazzling, but not too dazzling. Feels her kindness might be taken advantage of. There we go. Calamari worries about the lack of prey Leaf Bear will bring. Stanley went out to hunt by herself. So I need to remember to send Stanley out alone. Tries to set a good example for younger cats. Playing a prank on Silttooth. Craving the taste of fish. Has been catching the most prey on the latest hunting patrols. Giving some advice to Mistkit. Crushing leaves under his paws. Saw some wandering two legs today. Tries to set a good example for younger cats. Saw a yappy little dog. Glad it's not hot out. Daydreams about being a warrior in Leopard Clan. Leaves into a pile of fallen leaves. I'm predicting, probably 2. Worries about the lack of prey. Wants to compliment Stanley's fighting techniques. Wants to set a good example for younger cats. Wants to compliment Garlic Fall's fighting techniques. Leaps into a pile of fallen leaves. Feeling perplexed. Complaining about being sent on Dawn Patrol. You have your adult sprite, and you are childish, clever, and a great kid sitter. Ant Skip's a cute name. It can't be 5 based on the code, I believe. I believe 4 should be the possible highest amount it should get. For her age range. Frozen Paws, still an apprentice. Probably gonna get named next moon. You're grumpy. I don't think you were grumpy before. I think you might have been bloodthirsty before, but that might have been someone else. Wonders if he could handle Air Dancer's position. No, you were the bloodthirsty one. Tried to sneak out of camp to fight a badger, but is caught by her mentor, Gladepaw. That is what killed your sibling. Slipped on over here like, please do not be stupid. He was nervous before. Now he's grumpy. Skip Fluff watching cats come and go from camp. Your bloodthirsty is showing. Do not fight a badger. Thinks every cat should practice their hunting crouch more. Helps to reinforce the nursery. Glad it's not hot out anymore. Cowers in his nest during a storm. Dozing off. Little babies. They're 3 moons old, so I think. Oh, we're gonna end the year seeing them as apprentices. I need to mute my phone. No, I accidentally turned off my Wi-Fi on my phone. There we go. And, patrol time. Stanley Solo. Thank you. Just read that. We're going to Moon 348. Hello, Moss Clan scent. Uh-oh. Stanley decides to follow the scent, but only ends up walking in circles. Either the trespasser is good at concealing their trail, or she just needs to work on her tracking skills. It doesn't matter now. The whole day has been wasted. Stanley decides that she should just return to camp and report the strange scent. Uh-oh. And then Frozen Paw can go with Sparklemore. That can potentially have us catch the eagle. Oliver, Twigbark. Oliver, you can tag along on a medicine cat date. Yellow flowers poke out of the leaf litter, signaling that dandelions haven't given up growing for the season. The group of his clanmates along for the gathering patrol. Truly, dandelions are an essential herb to keep in stock. Good job. The warriors are less obliging when Mantis Breeze points out that they need to gather the wild garlic nearby as well. Oh yeah, Wasp Solo, as asked for. With a hunter's keen attention, Wastar waits, letting smaller targets pass Whisker and close in front of him, waiting for the perfect prey to appear. When it does, he leaps from his cover to slam it down to the ground, triumphant in victory. Tumbleram can go with Slipped On and Glade Paw. I'm sorry, we're really full. I'm gonna pretend we didn't hear that. That's actually really rude. Slipped On's deaf. Slipped On literally didn't hear that. It's fine. Calamari, Branch Muzzle, and Tulip Speckle. Traits of Paw Steps. That can also be someone joining, so I'm just gonna not. Furled, Vervinclaw, Rocky Pelt. Thunderpath. Furled hears a monster thundering towards her, but it screeches to a halt just in time. That was close. Maybe it's best to go back to camp. Stop that. Let's do a big one. So Step Dust, Larksnarf, Ant Skip, Slant Fessel, Blue Muzzle, Garlic Fall. Hornet Clan sent a stray into the territory. I'm gonna roll if we're gonna proceed, do not proceed, or antagonize. So give me a second to pull that up. One second. I did not have that pre-pulled up, so let's see. We are going to proceed. Hornet Clan cat taking refuge in a tree. The cat yowls a warning and the patrol scatters when they hear the cry, just in time too. A large dog jumps at the patrol. Garlic Fall rallies the patrol to drive the dog away. Thankfully avoiding any injuries, the Hornet Clan is grateful for the rescue. Considering we rescued them, I'm going to assume that was one of the kids. Like, one of the apprentices, probably. Because it says that our relations have improved specifically, so I don't think it was, like, an ambush. We'll see. Big Storm can go with Echo Stone. A storm descends, but no one got hurt. Wild Beam can go out with Barkstorm. Kind of losing my voice a little bit. Gonna hydrate. That's adorable. Hydrate before you dehydrate. I will say specifically the birds and bugs prophecy was like, when they combine, there's always blood that follows. So, I don't know about being friends, if you're saying related to that prophecy. Barkstorm trots over to Wildbeam, the two cats grinning from ear to ear with raised tails. Wildbeam wants an escort to gather herbs, and as luck would have it, the only cat free at the moment is her sibling, Barkstorm. Wildbeam and Barkstorm race for the territory together, hearts light with joy at being able to patrol together despite their different roles. So what if they take a little longer coming home than they should? They still return to camp with plenty of herbs. They deserve to have some sibling time for a change. Yay! JayClan had actually good sibling time for once. Siblings! A good sibling patrol, let's go! That's so cute, though. And you can totally tell, like, this is base art, but you can totally tell which one's which in this art. This is my brother. This is my sister. We are siblings and we care for each other. Anyway, Scrollcrest can go out with Timmy. We get Moss. Okay. Good job. And, next moon is winter, is Leaf Fair. So, let's see what happens. If we see births and deaths, it's probably... We're gonna hope that it's just Air Dancer, but we'll see. Air Dancer hopes the litter will be small. She feels overwhelmed at the idea of a big litter. Big Storm's running nose has finally stopped running. Tulipcycle's running nose is gone. Tulipcycle went for a long walk this morning, deep in thought. For Vainclaw comes to Timmy, feeling like her weak leg is going to collapse under her from the pain. To be fair, Wasp was on the patrol where they civilly pointed Hornet to the other land after a little scuffle. He might be fine with them as long as they aren't actively hurting his cats. Clan has sympathizers, yeah. True. Hollyleaf has recovered from White Cough. Tumble around scrapes are all better. Wildbeam disappears for a few days and then returns to camp with a blue and gold nylon collar around her neck. Looks like she visited Eli. And then was victim of a prank. Frozen Paw remains completely quiet as Waspstar names him Frozen Shadow after his hard work. Before anyone can congratulate him, he turns and walks away without a word to do his silent vigil. Uh-oh. And Echostone finds rice stalks out on a walk and decides to keep them. Waspstar is making a solemn vow to protect his clanmates. Air Dancer is worried others are judging her. Yeah, Frozen Shadow's a pretty good name, too. It's okay to have babies. No one's judging you. Timmy is not afraid of anything. Mantis Breeze is looking up, watching the clouds roll by. Wildbeam gives herbs to an injured loner. That is a cute collar, by the way. Look at that collar. Got it from visiting mom. Calypso is careful not to stand under the branches with snow on them. Let's mediate that, I guess. A nice traffic cap from another clan at the border. Can we get rid of this? Nope, mediation failed. Uh-oh. That did not go well. Salttooth fetching Raven for another cat that was looking for her. Hey Raven. Let's mediate you with someone then. You don't like Stanley, who just joined, so there we go. Oliver lets a clanmate cry on her shoulder. That is so sad. Calamari knows that he's well liked. He's strutting around, ready to be a dad. Meanwhile, Air Dancer's feeling a little more insecure since she's deputy. Stanley is craving the taste of frog. Sparklemore wants to go hunt. Slipdawn tries to set a good example for younger cats. Rocky Pelt, today is just not his day. Big Storm reports something to Waspstar. I kind of want to send out Big and Wasp then. Snapfistle is wondering what the inside of a two-legged den looks like. Watch the Calamari and Air Dancer kits not be white. That would be, a low chance, I think. Garlic Fall can't keep up with Magpie Freckle. Stepdust can't find anything appetizing in the fresh kill pile. Furled can't stand this cold. Branch Muzzle got caught in a sudden downpour and is not happy about it. Echostone guards camp. Tulipspeckle sticks her tongue out at a mouse that escaped her pounce. Vervainclaw daydreams about being a warrior in Leopard Clan. Hollyleaf had a nice chat with Kitty Pet. Larkstarf always cheers the loudest of any cat at naming ceremonies. Tumbleram is whispering with a fellow clanmate at the edges of camp. Interesting. Twigbark sits quietly watching cats go about their day. Squirrelcrest saw a two-legged kit playing with a kitty pet. Do we want to risk one more sibling patrol with, Twig, Tumble, and Lark, by the way? Considering we got one win. Squirrelcrest saw a two-legged kit play with a kitty pet. Barkstorm curses a squirrel that just barely got away. Blue Muzzle wants the train. Ant Skip is sparring. Frozen Shadow pretends to be busy. You are grumpful, helpful insight, good climber. Do it, tempt fate. No. Only promise to leave if it's a storm patrol. I will promise to leave if it's specifically the storm patrol, but if it's anything else, then I'm still proceeding. Unless it's like finding a cat. Gladepaw saw a kitty pet with no fur at all. Thinks she's still young enough to take a fox. You are not young enough to take a fox. I don't think you were ever able to take a fox. You were a medicine cat. Ketlinger isn't afraid to berate rule breakers. Doesn't like how times have changed since she was young. Saw kitty pets playing with colorful moss balls. Whining about the cold. Also whining about the cold. And then, it was Big Storm that wanted to go. Yeah, okay, so first we're gonna tempt fate. Hello. We're not proceeding because that can be a cat that joins. Okay, so it wasn't anything amazing. But, I wanted to send you two out together. Can you guys stop running into cats that I don't want to invite? Let's send out Mantis with Oliver. Oliver slowly asks Mantis Breeze if they could teach her more about the nature of StarClan. Mantis Breeze eventually relents and begins teaching Oliver. Expecting boredom, Mantis Breeze is shocked when she sees wonder in Oliver's face. Spend the rest of the patrol pondering the nature of their ancestors together. Fun. Then let's send out Wild Beam with Tulipspeckle. We get Moss. And then Timmy can go out with Sparklemore. Timmy can't help but notice just how hard their companion is pushing himself. Without a single word, Timmy drapes their tail over Sparklemore's shoulders, letting out a comforting purr as the other cat leans against them. Aw. And we get daisies. Someone said to do a solo, so... It's random, but I swear if you kill Calamari right before Air Dancer has babies, I'm fighting whoever said do a solo. Good. Didn't die. Furled, Slipped On, and Gladepaw. As the training patrol gossips at the last gathering while they bask, Gladepaw turns and asks Slipped On how to talk to cats from other clans without giving away any JayClan secrets. Think about the universal experiences you have in common, Slipped On suggests. Every apprentice she talks to is going for the same apprenticehood. They should have plenty in common that aren't clan secrets. We could do a big one. Snapthistle, Stanley, Vervainclaw, Barkstorm, Echostone, Stepdusk. Springing their steps as the cats head out. Today's looking like a good day for hunting. Got a huge amount of prey. Squirrelcrest, Branch Muzzle, and Frozen Shadow. Don't be sick. Okay, the patrol easily catches the distracted rat. Branch Muzzle meows triumphantly. This is a great catch during Leaf Fair. Mel says that Air Dancer and Calamari are Flying Fish 2.0 because Flying Fish originally was sushi and pike because JayClan and fish, but Air Dancer relates to the flying part and Calamari is, squid. I saw Solo again, so Solo. Blue Muzzle. A dream from StarClan. Definitely distracts him from his training. Rocky Pelt, Ant Skip, Garlic Fall, and Holly Leaf. Well then. Garlic Fall takes the lead, confronting the gang with confidence. Eventually the rogues... Is this the same thing that happened last time? And was Garlic Fall also the cat that did it last time? Because I feel like it was, but I could be remembering incorrectly. Also, someone asked earlier, but we're going to 348, so we're almost there. I see births and deaths. Hopefully it's just the baby. They had 2 babies. Calamari has been impatient for the end of Air Dancer's pregnancy, so when he hears Air Dancer has gone to labor, he drops what he's doing and sprints for the nursery where Air Dancer is bringing a litter of 2 kids. Big Storm has green cough. Snapfistle has their leg heavily injured from a 2-leg trap. Wildbane's smell cut is healed up. Glade Streak is named, honoring her guardedness. And Black Kit has yellow cough. That concerns me. I'm starting at the end because babies. Shade Kit when you're not... Guys, look at Shade Kit. I'm gonna keep it. It's funny. And then Grouse Kit. A little self-conscious girl. There is also a very, very low chance that this could actually be a point, since they start white, but I doubt it. Because that kind of looks like it is the full white patch with a tint. Tried to sneak out of camp, and is that how you got yellow cough? I mean, we'll find out in a moon. Miskit is wondering if he would be a good swimmer. Cloud Spots is wondering if StarClan is watching over cats outside the clans. Raven ignored a kitty pet, calling her old kitty pet name. Isn't that just Raven? Unless you changed it because, I don't know, maybe trans? The ears are dark? Yeah. Ketlinger is sharing tongues with Silttooth. Skipfluff wonders how Oliver is doing. Busy sharpening her claws to look stronger. Frozen Shadow can't wait to take a nap later. Ant Skip is cleaning the clearing of snow. Branch Muzzle hopes to help guide his clanmates down the right path. Barkstorm is thinking about his life choices. Okay, I said that kind of robotically to, like, make sure I said it correctly, but it just made me remember that my boyfriend hates the TikTok, text-to-speech sound. Like, the voice. And I don't use TikTok, but I've seen a bunch of it on, YouTube Shorts. So I was just like, Squirrelcrest respects Air Dancer's effort as deputy. Twigbark daydreams about being a warrior in Lion Clan. Like, I would just read random stuff like that. Tomaram is asking Echo Stone an important question. Larkstark tries to set a good example for younger cats. Hollyleaf tries to set a good example for younger cats. Wasp and Slip have had random babies in AU saves, but it does not seem like it's this time. I also forgot what cat we're on. Oh no. What cat were we on? I exited and I do not remember where we were. Ayanoko's voice is so cursed. We were on Holly. Okay, thank you. Exhausted, picking the birds for her pelt, feeling content, saw a two-leg petting a loner, waiting to watch the sunset, offering to lead the next patrol out. Doesn't want to go on dawn patrol. Wonders what Tulip Speckle is up to. Worried Blade Paw is overworking herself. Oh, in an AU save, I need to tell you one of the great names that Wastar came up with. They named a cat Cliff Swan. Had to share that. It was in an alternate universe, but that happened. I sound more like the Troom Troom lady than the TikTok voice. I'm also kind of not really hearing myself talk because I have headphones on. Rocky Pelt got startled by a squirrel. Slip Dawn wants to go on patrol. Sparklemore had a nightmare involving a two-leg trap. Stanley wants to comment Slip Dawn's fighting techniques. Calamari took a nap in the clearing and woke up under snow. It's Cliff Swan. Like a cliff. You know, like what Swan Song pushed their grandparent off of. Daydreaming. Meeting a small disagreement between two clanmates. Not the brand new baby. Oh! Yeah, let's mediate this. That's, okay. Good to know. Having a good day. Slipped on. Let's, mediate you with someone. Let's, mediate that. There we go. Yeah, Summit Bumble was another one. Summit Bumble was another one in an AU save that Wastar named, and Summit Kit got attacked by bees. So, you know. Quickly forgive someone after they snapped at him. That's nice of you. Not really finding anyone. We can mediate this. I doubt it's gonna be a poly, but we'll see. I would like a poly. A poly would be nice. Adds in about 1 minute. Wild Beam gives herbs to an injured loner. Mantis Breeze wonders if he would be better as a mediator. Timmy is looking forward to the Half Moon meeting. Air Dancer charges forward toward a border patrol, eager and unafraid. Girlie, you just had babies. Had a nice chat with loner outside fan territory. And, patrol time. Any specific patrols we wanted to do? I'm gonna hydrate. Before I dehydrate. I could just do all the couples. We could do a solo. Ant Skip can go out. Well then. The prey must be hiding. Ant Skip catches nothing. There's an ad right now. Some people just saw Ant Skip die and then got shoved into an ad. But, congratulations, you killed Ant Skip. Well then, this is why you don't do colts for kittens. Ant Kit had a colt. And of course the heterochromia cat. Okay, I'm gonna do couple patrols now and hope that it goes better. Hello, we're not inviting you. Sparklemore starts up a conversation about the herbs. Good job. Their heart feel lighter getting to share the knowledge and skills with someone who respects them. Mantis Breeze has to attend one of the grimmer jobs as a medicine cat. We clean up the burial grounds and gather rosemary. So many dates. Date time, guys. Wildbeam notices how hard her companion is pushing herself. Larkstarp snaps at Wildbeam that when she brings it up. She's fine, totally fine. Only a mouse brain to think otherwise. Uh-oh. Your mate is out of Okay, so Rocky Pelt and Tulip. Sorry. And then, is that all the mates that are alive? Yeah. Okay. Well then. Let's send out the ones that look almost the same. Hello, Eagle. I think there's a possibility we could actually hunt that, so I'm not gonna try. 6 cats. Squirrelcrest, Stanley, Oliver, Gladestreak, Garlicfall, and Vervainclaw. Garlicfall admits he thinks he had a vision. Soul stops to talk to him. The ants seem to be gone now, by the way. The ants in my house. Rip Antskip, you will always be remembered by the time Nyoko had ants in their house. Yeah. The ants seem to be gone now. We haven't been seeing them. Now we just have moths. Now we just have a bunch of moths that won't go away. Is that why Antskip died? I don't know, maybe. I don't know how to get rid of moths. Moth kit? Barkstorm, Calamari, Tumble Ram can go out. Good chance to practice. Guys, if we name a moth kit, like, we have Moth Joy in Viper Clan, but if we name a moth kit, does that mean when we get rid of the moths, the moth is gonna die? Everyone has a nice practice session picking up a good selection of new tricks to try out. Stepdust can go out with Hollyleaf. Time to eat the prey. He thinks he got away with his clandestine snacking, but when Hollyleaf arrives back at the camp, another patrol member pulls Air Dancer aside for a quiet word, glaring back at Hollyleaf. Man, right after she gave birth, the deputy assigns him to dig a new trench for the clan's dirt place. Man, does that just mean that I have to deal with moths constantly if I don't want Mothjoy to die? Someone said a solo. Is she heading where she wants to go? Is Furl doing a good job pursuing what's important to her? Her thoughts are plagued with bad memories. Furl decides that means that what she's doing currently is not working. Furl interests me. Yeah, Frecklestar is still alive. If you missed the Viper Clan stream, Frecklestar is still alive. Echo Stone, Branch Muzzle. Hello, Large Rat. Miss the Rat. I forgot to check who's actually outside this clan. Oh yeah, Stoneshell joined Viper Clan. If you missed that. Let's hope... Man, I hope I don't get wasps in my house. Don't jinx that. I had bees in our walls once in a previous house. It was huge. We had to get the bee people to get rid of it. And for extra oof, my mom is allergic to bees. Anyway, time skip. I see births and deaths. Big Storm recovered from green cough. I hope it's just ant skip. Calamari has gotten green cough. Oliver tripped and sprained a paw. Sparklemore's bad leg is feeling particularly sore this moon. Vervainclaw's joint pain feels better. Mantis Breeze was attacked by rats, calling for Garlic Fall to help. Miss Paw has become an apprentice. Stanley is the mentor. Paw Prints have stole the prey. Not sure if that is rogues raiding us because we seem to be on good terms with Hornet Clan, or if that's just an animal. I think it's probably an animal at this rate. Black Paw is mentored to Rocky Pelt and is being angsty, even though that's not something to be angsty about in canon. Aw, Grouse Kit tripped. Okay, it's just ant skip. Sorry, I'm catching up on chat. I curse bees! Yoko, you challenge the universe to combat. This is the punishment. The bee people. Oof, bugs in the house. Never mind, uncurse the bees. Excuse me, bees. The old bee people. The old beeple? Holy cow, bees! Whenever I hear Stanley, I just think of, Gravity Falls. Anyway, I'm gonna start the babies. You are a point! Guys, Shade Kit's a point! With morbid curiosity, I think that turns into ghost sight like her dad. Are you a girl? Yeah, like her dad. We got a point! She is shaded! There's the shade! She's so cute. I'm not sure what white pattern she might have because it's a little hard to see on kitten sprites and also, when they're points. Grouse Kit slipped on some ice hidden under the snow. Impulsive, quick-witted. You're also very cute. Cloud Spots worried Tumble Ram is overworking himself. Bargains with StarClan begging them to send Ant Skip back. I'm so sorry. Of course, neither of the babies are white. Yeah, actually. Isn't afraid to berate rule breakers. Careful not to stand under the branches of snow. Blackpaw doesn't understand why cats make rules that she has to follow. Whoops. She is rebellious and a mossball hunter given to Rocky Pelt, though she does currently have yellow cough. Miss Paw is fretting about something so much that he gives himself a headache. Oh, he is nervous, oddly observant. Those skills and personalities. He's gonna be a constant overthinker, guys. Glade Streak had a nice chat with Cat from another clan. Frozen Shadow had a nightmare involving the rushing river. Blue Muzzle is wondering what the inside of a two-legged den looks like. Barkstorm is asking Tulip Speckle an important question. Scrollcrest tries to set a good example for younger cats. Twigbark helps out around camp in between his duties. Tumble Ram wants to train. Also, looks like we're not getting Wasp Star kits this year. Yeah, he's probably fretting about his sister being sick. Larksnarf is looking forward to the next gathering. Hollyleaf tried to set a good example. Vervainclaw saw a kitty pet sitting calmly next to a dog. Tulip Speckle jumps around on patrol. Echostone wants to get to know Vervainclaw better. Branch Muzzle, just not her day. Furled sharpens her claws. Furled, you concern me a little. Septo saw some kitty pets playing with colorful moss balls. Garlicfall is busy sharpening his claws to look stronger. Snapfizzle wants to critique Branch Whistle's fighting techniques. Big Storm had a nightmare involving a two-legged trap. I'm okay. I'm okay. I might be getting sick. Rocky Pelt is wondering if clouds are as soft as they look. Slipped on volunteers to lead a patrol. Sparklemore slipped on some ice under the snow. I will hydrate. Woo! Hydrate before you dehydrate. It was the bees. Wishes others would stop thinking he's soft. Doesn't want to go on dawn patrol. Contemplating teaching the clan communication skills. What was that giant dislike I accidentally found, by the way? I can't remember who it was. But, like, it was huge. Like, I feel like it was with Blue Muzzle and someone. I could be wrong. But I feel like there was, like, a giant dislike somewhere. Furled? Was it Furled? Where's Furled? Yeah, that. Okay, thank you. Okay, dislike did not really go down. I tried. Wants to sabotage, so, I don't want to sabotage Raven. Raven just, like... Raven's having a bad time right now. Let's see. Well, you know what? If I can't beat it, join it. Calypso is fighting for Vainclaw annoying. Let's mediate this. There we go. Actually helped a lot. Wants nothing more than to live by the warrior code after you snuck out. Wait, were you always righteous? Did you change the righteous? I feel like you weren't righteous, but I could be remembering wrong or just thinking you weren't righteous because you don't look righteous. You look like a little creature. Mantis Breeze giving some advice to Big Storm. Timmy batting at their tail. She's been righteous for a while. Okay, then I'm just... Too many cats to keep it to remember. Did someone eat a penny in chat? Is that what you guys are talking about? Oh no, don't remind me of shrimp. I'm shrimping. Stop going on border patrols when you have babies. Rolls his eyes when Magpie Freckle suggests sharing their fresh kill with other clans. Uh-oh. Who did we say we're sending out? I think we were supposed to send out someone. We will send out Miss Paw and Stanley in the meantime. Gathering moss. Stanley notices Miss Paw's eyes flitting about. Taking a more paws-on approach, she shows Miss Paw the strength she gained from gathering the moss and the control she learned from not shredding it. Miss Paw seems awed and impressed. Frolled solo. Okay. Why are you guys eating pennies by accident? Why is there more than one of you who did that? Just mapping out the territory. Stop eating! stop eating coins. Timmy notices how hard Sparklemore is pushing himself. Feeling tiredness, Timmy is able to convince Sparklemore to take a break. Feigning tiredness. While relaxing, Timmy makes sure to tell Sparklemore how great they think Sparklemore is and how happy Sparklemore's company makes them. Sparklemore's fur goes warm at the praise, and he spends the rest of the patrol unable to look Timmy in the eye without feeling all fluttery. Guys, Timmy is adorable when Timmy's in love. Guys, Timmy is cute. Like, look at this. Glade Streak, let's send you out with Frozen Shadow. Practice new techniques with Glade Streak. Neither cat steps up to teach. Okay, me getting horrified by the chat eating coins and batteries is reminding me of when Possum Breath would stream clans and everyone was just talking about eating sand. And I was like the one person in chat that was like, guys, don't eat sand. It's bad for you. Like, that is, like, what this is reminding me of. They're just sunning. Doesn't get much done, lazing about. Oh, they're snapping at each other. Uh-oh. Twig Bark, let's send you out with Mantis. Guys, eating sand can cause, like, actual gut issues. Twigbark starts up a conversation with him about the herbs. Good job. Dandelion and Horsetail were gathered. And then Hollyleaf, Vervain Claw, Blue Muzzle. Large Dog. Blue Muzzle! Stop that! Blue Muzzle selflessly takes the lion's share of the run as the patrol leads the dog on, exhausting himself almost to the point of danger. His clanmates support him on the long walk home. Blue Muzzle is Karen Strike 2.0, I guess. We could do a big one. Tulip Speckle, Branch Muzzle, Echo Stone, Garlic Fall, Tumble Ram, and Larksnarf. I will roll it for proceeding, not proceeding, or antagonizing. We're just proceeding. Echostone can't contain her annoyance at the trespass when the patrol finds a lost Hornet Clan apprentice to be the source of the scent. So fun fact, reprimanding them heavily. The apprentice is nearly in tears when Echostone finally lets them go. Fun fact, based on the timeline, that was probably one of Max's kids. That was probably Otterpaw. It could have been another apprentice, but it was probably Otterpaw. One second. I'm doing something real quick. Okay, back to stream. Okay. Yeah, Otter is a max star baby, so that probably wasn't a good thing to send Otterpaw away like that. Also, yeah, Otterpaw led an attack against the Viper Clan patrol. There is another apprentice that would be, like, age-wise much younger and much sadder that we're chasing away, but you guys don't know who that is yet. So, might have been that one. Anyway, Rocky Pelt, let's send you out a Squirrel Crest. Practice teamwork. Nice to just get out of camp. Step Dust, Spark Storm, Big Storm. Sorry, house cat. Wild bean. Ooh, a presence. With a respectful nod, Wild bean pauses, tucks her paws together neatly, and sits to converse with the StarClan cat. And this is gonna be the last moon. No births or deaths, so no wasp babies. Skip Fluff has gotten a running nose. Slipdon has a stomach ache. Also, no war with Hornet Clan. We stayed out of it. Calamari is no longer coughing and sputtering. His case of green cough is cured. Calamari wasn't looking where he was going and tripped over a small trunk. Magpie Freckle is trying to solve some recent hunting disputes, however, only made Moss Clan more upset. And then was caught breaking the warrior code. Magpie Freckle, what are you up to? Mantis Breeze's pelt is being recovered from being torn. Gargfell's pelt has also recovered. Frill has a stomach ache. Oh, and Frozen Shadow was seen arguing and borderline fighting with a cat from Hornet Clan. Babies is not prevented, and I know that because they are an AMAB and AFAB couple, which means they can have biological babies. It's just in the code it says 12 moons between litters. Eavesdropping on Calamari. Wondering if kitty pet life is really so bad. Timmy is soaking in the new leaf warmth. Mantis Breeze is proud of his ability to care for his clanmates. Chattering with the birds in the trees above. Calypso enjoys the warmth of New Leaf. Did I stutter, stutter, stutter? Okay, that worked a lot better than when I was trying to do it with Silt. Can't find Timmy. Okay, I know you were being sassy last moon, but maybe let's actually try to fix it now. Having a nice conversation with the cats guarding camp. I wish I took note of like what the high dislikes and stuff were before I started stream, but it's fine. We can just do it like this for this stream. No one murdered, it's fine. Oliver can't wait to take a nap later. Star and Slipdon have had kits in the AU saves before, so they don't have that toggle on right now. I know that for a fact. Because it's the same save, I was just not saving the game when I was time skipping. Looking forward to finding more prey. Tried to set a good example for younger cats. Sparklemore complimenting Oliver's fighting techniques. Looking forward to finding more prey. Someone is asking what did they miss. I don't know if you were here, but Slipdon is actually deaf right now. Rocky Pellet looking forward to finding more prey. Big Storm is hoping Cloud Spots will tell her a new story. Drinking water from a nearby stream. Garlic tries to downplay his clanmate's accomplishments. Stepdust almost got lost near some two-leg nests. Furled wishes she could take the day off. Branch Muscle is humming a tune she heard in her two-leg place. Echostone daydreams about being a warrior in Lion Clan. You made an apprentice cry. Tulip Speckle splashes in a puddle of water during patrol. Vervain Claw is asking Barkstorm an important question. Hollyleaf daydreams about being a warrior in Lion Clan. Larksnarf wants to set a good example for younger cats. Tumbleram trying to also set a good example for younger cats. Twigbark, wow, they're all just doing the same thing, huh? Squirrelcrest finds Skip Fluff annoying. I feel so bad for Squirrel. Barkstorm is soaking in the new leaf warmth. Blue Muzzle teaches the kits about morals until they all fall asleep. That's cute. Frozen Shadow is sparring with clanmates. Why are you being so angry at a Hornet Clan cat? Please don't poke the hornet nest. Glade Shriek took her own insecurities out on a friend the other day and feels awfully guilty. Misspod jumps at his own shadow. Oh, baby. Blackpaw asks Calamari for advice on passing an assessment. Skip Fluff is feeling restless. Ketlinger is snoring. Raven spends the day collecting trinkets for the kids to play with. That's cute. Staring off into space. Grouse Kit isn't listening at all. And Shade Kit is busy mastering a battle move she's performing incorrectly. And final patrol times. Any specific patrols you want me to do since this is the final ones? Now hydrate before I dihydrate. Wasp Star Solo. I saw Wasp Solo before Wasp Silk. So, let's see. There's a particular spot where the ground is prone to slipping along the border with JayClan, dirt falling away from under the trails. Not dangerous, but wiping the border markings off the map. Wasp Star remarks it and heads home. A simple but necessary mission complete. Wonder if you met up with anyone in JayClan. Any other specific patrols you want me to do? As I wait for chat to catch up. We could try sibling patrol again. I see Slip and a medic and then sibling patrols. So let's do Slip and let's do Wild. Slip Dawn seems more quiet than usual and prompted Slip Dawn slowly asked if Wildman could teach her more about the nature of StarClan. Expecting boredom, Wildman is shocked when she sees wonder in Slip Dawn's face. I see. And we get Lungwort. Sibling patrol, you want sadness? Okay. It's always like a cat we can't invite. She could be asking about Harapaw, yeah. Also, I saw something. Step Solo. Just gonna catch a shrew. Good job. You say silly, but I will do that one more time. Should we proceed, guys? Should we proceed? It's the end of the year. We're full of cats, but should we proceed? There's a chance this could be sad, though. Really? How many babies did we just find? Is that Namiel? Namiel? Summit Kit, Sleepy Kit, Crooked Kit, Frost Kit, Fumble Kit. That is 5 babies, guys. Look what we did! Look what we did! Look at what we did! I'm gonna do a random solo, and if they die, oh well. They didn't die. I will check if Crooked's gonna be a bad full name. Give me a second. That works. It's alright. We could make this Timmy and You see, Timmy and Mantis found them. And both of them are cats with their mates would have them adopt in-game. So... Anyway, I saw someone say, solo, so, hello. Just hunting. Gonna do a couple solos, I'm just... Maybe an all-solo moon. I think you guys are getting ads, by the way. Flip a coin to see which med cat wins the custody battle! Hollyleaf thinks they had a vision from StarClan. Repetitive training brings them to an almost meditative state. Miss Pa goes out with Stanley. Gathering moss. Is the only thing Miss Pa gonna do is gather moss? Well then, I will roll if I proceed. Do not proceed or antagonize. We're just proceeding. Ends up walking in circles. Either the trespasser is good at concealing their trail, the patrol just needs to work on their tracking skills. Could be community raised for new blood. Calamari, uh-oh. Well, the only way to know is to check. Calamari scrambles in the den for a look and comes nose to nose with its occupant. Please stop tempting fate. Frozen Shadow? Oh no, Air Dancer is nursing 7 kittens. Please don't. Thank you. You're interesting. Hear me out. Hear me out. If we actually do get this baby in camp, we let Branch Muzzle adopt them. Splinter Kit. Hello. Where is Splinter Kit? Splinter Kit is 2 moons old. He's fearless and a lover of stories. Splinter Kit was born into another clan. Okay then. I was gonna give you to Branch. Because Branch is sad. Because look at Branch. Look at this situation for Branch. So you know, I thought giving Branch another kit would be cute. Interesting. Noted. I know it's sad to leave them. I'm just gonna pretend we didn't see that. Sorry, Air Dancer, now you're nursing 8 kids. Also, I think Blue Muzzle just bit a fox's neck. I could be incorrect. But I'm pretty sure that's just what he did. Large dog. Follows the scent all the way to the source, the wide, slavering jaws of the source, and the huge dog barks ferociously as it bears down on him. Sparklemore's fur stands on end, and he responds on instinct alone, which is to say, Sparklemore barks right back. The dog is momentarily baffled, just long enough for Sparklemore to hightail it to the bushes. He doesn't think anyone at camp will believe him about this caper. Garlic Fall. We don't need another healer. Big Storm. Just Sunning. Echo Stone. Is she doing a good job? Still play with bad memories. Yeah, there's barks in the background. I didn't know if you guys could hear her. But that's Cujo in the background. Squirrel Crest. And then Barkstorm. I'm sorry, Kitty Pat, we're full. But, yeah, that is the year. We have so many babies now. Look, guys, I'm weak. I love babies. We're gonna get so many babies next year. I just know it because we have, like, almost the entire clan in a relationship. But, I don't think there was any changes in leadership, actually. I think these are all the same, as last year. The only thing that would be changing is that I'm changing her name, and I'm giving Wildbeam a color. But, yeah. I don't think anyone died to a dog. I could be wrong. But, yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. And I will see you next time. I might be getting sick, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do Moss Clan tomorrow, but we'll see. But, yeah. I haven't decided about the 5 kittens. I think we might just do them clan raised because there's 5 of them. And I'll figure out where Splinter came from later. But, yeah, bye. Thank you. Peace.